So we've arrived in... Oh, I need to stop saying so. Today we're heading up into Batu Caves, which is a Hindu temple located on the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur. Our taxi ride from the centre was only about half an hour, and whilst you can get trains and buses, it was a bit more of a hassle. The bus takes an hour and a half. The trains, you've got to get to Kuala Lumpur Central for the best sort of connections, and we just thought a grab was a little bit easier. Not sure in the distance you can see, but there's about 200 odd steps going up to the very top, and I'm not looking forward to going up that, in all honesty. Be careful of the monkeys, because their monkeys are just out for food. If you want to get here while the crowds are quiet and it's not too busy, get here before about 9 AM before all the tours start. It looks like morning prayers have started, which means that incense and other fragrances are being lit, which means they're all in the square here. It smells beautiful. We're about halfway up the stairs, and as you look out, you can see a little bit of the Kuala Lumpur skyline. We're about 3/4 of the way up. One handy bit about these steps is that there are places to stop along the way. One cool thing about Batu Caves is that the further you go up, the more you're surrounded by the caves itself. And if you are heading up, make sure you bring stuff like water, drinks, snacks, anything that'll keep you going or give you a bit of energy as you climb up these steps. Now for Hindus, this is a significant place, so you see a lot of rules and a lot of customs being observed, such as you're not allowed to wear shoes inside the main temple behind me. You also need to make sure that you wear an appropriate and respectable clothing as well. A couple of facts about this cave. The cave formation itself is about 400 million years old, but it was only in the 1800s that it was used as a shrine for the Hindu people. Now there's a couple of different sects within Hinduism, and some sects, depending on where you're from, the location, and what deities that you pay respects to, will view this of varying importance. It's named after a river that flows a couple of miles north of Kuala Lumpur itself. And whilst the caves are 400 million years old, it was discovered in the late 1800s, and it was devoted to be a shrine for the Tamil Hindus. The pilgrimage site is one of the most important tourist destinations in all of Malaysia, and it is devoted to Murugan, which is the god of war. Once you pass the main set of stairs into the main atrium of the temple itself, there is another secondary set of stairs leading up to the shrine for Lord Murugan. If you are visiting the temple and you are bringing food, please make sure that you seal it up. We've seen quite a few tourists and pilgrims take their offerings for the temple get snatched by these monkeys. Now in the temple, in the second sort of atrium in the Batu Cave itself, now they set off firecrackers to ward off the monkeys who are intent on getting the food from all the tourists and the offerings from the temple. Now this part of Batu Cave is called the Temple Caves, and it rises to over 100 meters tall. A couple of facts about this place is that the steps that we're walking on were constructed in the 1940s or 1950s. Before that, from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, there were wooden steps all the way to the top. So we're in front of Lord Murugan, which is the son of Shiva and Parvati, the Hindu deities. He's a brother of Ganesha, and he is the Hindu god of war. The statue that you see right there is the second largest Murugan statue in the world. Now it's only 10:30, but you can see why people say to get here early, and that's what I would recommend as well if you are visiting. There's plenty of tours arriving, and it is starting to get incredibly busy. If anything, it's not to avoid the crowds in this part of the entrance to the Batu Caves, it's more so to do with the steps behind me. You don't really want to be going up them when it's pretty crowded. Hope you've enjoyed Batu Caves today. The walk isn't honestly that challenging. If you're of sort of average fitness, it shouldn't be too difficult as long as you pace yourself. There's plenty of rest stops along the way, and if you need to take a break, people will move around you. People are quite courteous and polite. The only thing to note is just be courteous of your surroundings, as it is a Hindu temple. Now we're on our way back to the hostel where we're staying, and we're gonna get a grab taxi from the main gates of the Batu Caves. Quite handily enough, there is a pick-up and drop-off point, so it's quite accessible, quite easy to get to and from the Batu Caves if you are travelling by taxi. All in all, if you're a tourist and you just want to see the Batu Caves, it shouldn't take you no longer than 3 hours or thereabouts. The only thing that you do need to forecast for is the traffic around the Batu Caves, especially during peak times like now. You've been watching Why Not Ash. If you've enjoyed this video about the Batu Caves in Malaysia, don't miss out on what we've got coming up for our next year of travel. See you on our next adventure.